Welcome or welcome back, beautiful beings, to the channel. Today we're going to be deep diving into what you need to know about this Gemini full moon that is happening on November 27th, 2023, 3 days before the day of and 3 days after, and how it will affect you. I'm so excited to go over this really potent full moon. I feel like the Scorpio new moon was kind of a time of like a resurrection of a new beginning, as it brought that union of the 111 angel number and bringing us to the new start, the new version of us, and really big changes, transitions that are happening. While this Gemini full moon is talking about a little bit of a different energy. So I'm really excited to go over this with you guys. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, put notification bell so you don't miss a video. I do these energy updates every single month, as well as talk about all things plant medicine, healing, shadow work, and really community. This is a community and I'd love for you to join it. If this is your first time of us connecting, please put a rainbow emoji down below and let me know your sun, moon, rising and what you're feeling for this Gemini full moon. And yeah, I'm really excited. I want to talk about a couple announcements with you guys. The first thing is that retreats. I'm so excited. We have 3 retreats that are happening next year. We have one that is happening in Costa Rica that I'm co-creating with a lovely, amazing medicine woman and friend of mine who has over 15 years working with the medicine of Aya. And I will be connecting with her and offering my services of song, rape, as well as cambo and other support as well. So if you're interested in the Heaven and Earth retreat that's happening on February 1st to the 11th, you can give me an email down below. There's also 2 other retreats happening in Portugal, both of them in Portugal, in the beautiful mountains of Valdemosh, which is so beautiful, 3 hours away from Lisbon. One is the Goddess Retreat, which is all about activating your feminine. We're going to be doing deep womb work. We're going to be doing deep feminine work in the depths of our womb and understanding how to heal lifetimes of pain that all of the feminine, the women have been experiencing from the beginning of time. So I invite you to come to this. And then we also have the Ancestral Retreat, which is literally recoding our ancestral blueprint. This is potent. Both of them are very potent. And the place where we're hosting the retreat is a portal. So there's so much depth and healing in this alone. So if you're interested in that, you can apply down below. Lastly, we have the Earth Dharma space holding program. I'm so excited. It's happening and it's starting on January. It's a 1-year program that helps and supports you learning how to be a space holder. You're going to learn about how to do somatics, past life regression, inner child healing, chakras, altar, working with the elements. You are going to have a community even after this program. And there's so many big things that are happening from this lineage that is going to impact you. The program, guess what, closes the 30th. So literally in the shadow period of this full moon. So if you have been feeling, you've been hearing this Earth Dharma program, you've been listening, you're watching my videos, you're like, oh yeah, I want to do that someday. I want to do it. Why are you waiting? Why do you need permission to do so? And this is a big test, ironically enough, of the Gemini full moon. So there's only a few spots available. And if you have any questions, you can email me, but I'd love to see you there. It is going to be a potent space to teach you how to be a space holder for your community, help heal your community abundantly. So excited for that. All other offerings, one-on-ones, breathworks are all down below, as well as other trainings. And you can check that out on my link tree. Okay, now that we got all that goodness in there, let's get into what you need to know about this Gemini full moon. Any Geminis out there, let me know. Guys, are you Gemini? Do you have Gemini in your chart? Do you know a Gemini? Is your lover a Gemini? Is your partner a Gemini, a friend? Let me know. And how have you noticed they have been affected, or maybe you have been affected, and how has it been affecting you? So the first thing you need to know about this November 27th, 2023 full moon in Gemini, 3 days before the day of and 3 days after, and how it will affect you. All that you manifested in the 1111 portal, which happened on November 11th of this month, and the new moon in Scorpio that happened on November 13th. So it's ironically enough, the fact that we have the Scorpio new moon in the shadow period of the 1111 portal and the pre-shadow period of the Scorpio new moon. So they're connected, right? And really what this answer of this full moon in Gemini is saying, it's showing you your power of manifestation, your power of the mind, the power of subconscious. And this is what this Scorpio new moon taught you. It's teaching you a new understanding of your power of thought, being, energy, and where you are, and how you allow people, things, or energy to affect you. Right? So here it's really understanding that you are getting a confirmation, and there's two groups of you that are watching this video. So this full moon in Gemini that's happening on November 27th, 2023, 3 days before the day of and 3 days after, you are going to get either of these messages through dream, through angel numbers, and we're going to go over angel numbers in a second, through maybe a certain person, and I like to call them earth angels, when someone is channeling something directly to your soul and you receive that message and something in your body and the tingling and the sensation, you're like, oh my God, that is a message for me. You may receive it through someone. And it's either it's time for you to detour your manifestation. So for spirit to support you and give you a new route that you didn't expect, for you to manifest what you called in for the Scorpio new moon and the 1111 portal, to strengthen your ability to receive your birthright, which is this manifestation. The second group of you are getting to get a confirmation that you're on track of your manifestation. I'm almost seeing this white light going down through your crown, and you're just knowing that everything in your being is telling you that this is the right direction. And it's just a knowing. It's like, it's a knowing, you know, when you think of the 4 C's, the knowing, the sensation, the awareness that you are here and your manifestation is here, and the strength of manifesting that you have now compared to last year, November, the last November 11th portal, manifestation portal, is like day and night, like it's potent. So just reminding yourself that if you are able to manifest these things in confirmation in such a short period of time, guys, it's been what? Only like 2 weeks since we've had the Scorpio new moon. That is just showing you how impactful and potent you are as a being. So look at that, see that. Sorry, I just saw my candle flickering a lot. So again, look at that fire igniting in your being that is helping you manifest in the unseen that's weaving with you. So which one is spirit sharing with you? Are they sharing with you a detour, or are they sharing with you you're on track? Either way, you haven't failed it, right? It's just letting you know that spirit is going to be helping you during this Gemini full moon and communicating, being very talkative. So you might even notice telepathically you're getting a lot of messages. For those of you who have the telepathic gift that is very heightened within you, we all do, but if it's heightened to you, you might get just like thoughts that aren't your own. They're just like thoughts from divines, thoughts from, you know, your guides. The second thing you need to know about this full moon in Gemini, November 27, 2024, 2023. Oh my gosh. 3 days before the day of and 3 days after. I'm so in the energy, to be honest, guys. Like, I feel like 2024 is already there. If you know what I'm talking about, put a fire emoji, because I honestly feel like we're in 2023, but it's like, aren't we at 2024 yet? Like, does anyone else resonate with that? Put a fire emoji and let me know if you're feeling this. You may feel called to vent and talk more to others. Be mindful of who you share your energy with, who you gravitate or share anything with or talk to. So Geminis like to talk, right? They heal through talking. So it's a big thing. One of the biggest things is you're going to be pushed, for those of you who are more introverted or maybe like to bundle your emotions a lot, you signs that are more like that, like Scorpios. This is where you're being called to speak up. This is where you're being called to share your mind. That maybe not journaling is going to support you integrate what you want to manifest, but having a powwow, having a connection, having a co-creation conversation with a friend, and you both are just bouncing ideas off of each other of like what you want to do and getting creative. So be mindful of the people that you want to share your ideas and manifestations with. Sometimes people get triggered and sometimes get jealous without subconsciously being aware. And when they get jealous, what happens is they can manifest, not even knowing, unintentionally, for you to not succeed something. So I'm not saying this to scare you, obviously. It's like, it's common awareness, I feel, for us beings. I'm sure you've had an experience where you shared something with someone and they either made fun of you for it, or they just like distracted you with a joke or something to kind of pull away the attention or talked about themselves because they don't know what to do with this big dream that you have. They don't know what to do with this big power that you have. And, you know, those people, we celebrate them because those are the people that are telling you who you've aligned with and who you've out aligned with. So here it's just saying, be mindful that people you share this strong manifestation power that you have. And it's not ill will. It's not like you're better than the person. I'm not going to pet your ego here. But what I'm meaning by this is the channel message I'm receiving for this Gemini full moon is you are feeling gravitated to share with these people. Ask yourself why. Is it because your shadow is feeling gravitated to it? The part of you that doubts this manifestation and that needs to detour it and is getting a few bumps along the road, on the gravel road? Or is it the part of you that is on the right track and is like, wait a minute, like I just met this person, but I feel called to share it with them. And it's because Spirit knows that that person's going to be part of the destiny of you creating that. And that could be both romantically, business relationship, this could be a friendship. That really ask yourself the people you want to share these really big endeavors of your activation, of your elevation, of what you've created through the eclipse season this year, right? This fall, through the Scorpio season. And now we're here at Gemini full moon where it's like, we're letting go of venting negative, venting gossip, venting low vibration, hate, right? When we think of hate, like people don't really hate things. Like when a kid says hate, to me, that's like, ooh, you know, it's weighted. So you have to understand that, like, if you're venting, like, are you venting with like a very sharp tongue? Or are you venting in a space where you need to let that go and just being aware of where you put that, right? Knowing that that can manifest and affect our manifestation. Now, there's a difference on the other end when you're venting and you're sharing like the big things you want to do, the big things you want to create, right? The things that you want to co-create and confirm. So ask yourself, is there a need of venting to let go during this Gemini full moon to help you detour your manifestation and get on track? Ooh, that's good. That's some good downloads right there. Or is this Gemini full moon teaching you to vent for you to keep the manifestation alive, for you to stay in the energy of the manifestation and to continue to nourish and nurture this new version of you that has now birthed itself in this reality? So I love that, just being aware of who you talk to, both in the spirit realms, but also on the earth plane, and asking yourself, is it because I'm at a detour stage, a transition in my life for this manifestation, or am I in a space where I'm like, we're in the clear, we're on the right path, it's just a matter of keep doing what we're doing already, you know? The next thing you need to know about this Gemini full moon that's happening on November 27th, 2023, 3 days before the day of and 3 days after. Yay, I said the year right. So be aware to not be in denial. Be aware not to be in denial of changes that are happening in your life. What is the fear that makes it hard for you to accept the truth of what is? So sometimes when we go through a lot of transitions and changes all at the same time, if you're nodding your head right now, put a purple heart emoji down below and let me know what are the changes that you're hitting. You're getting hit by spirit, ba-bam, ba-bam, ba-bam. And take a moment right now in this video to take a breath and say, well, we like take a step back at all the changes that have happened the last 3 months, the last year to the state, right? You're a completely different person. We're all completely different people, right? So with that means that your basic needs change. This means your way of pleasures and happiness change. This means your boundaries change. This means your life, I don't like to say work, but your lifestyle changes, right? It's not work, it's lifestyle. You're living a life of which you chose, right? So here it's really asking, is there any part of your reality during this Gemini full moon that you're in denial of, that you have to let go of? And why are you denying this change? Is it because you're hooked on the outcome of it? Is it because you're hooked on the fates of if spirit will support you and trusting that you will be able to manifest what you claimed on the 11/11 portal, the Scorpio new moon? So it's really asking yourself to let go of that. Full moons are about letting go, right? So what we're doing with this Gemini full moon is we're letting go of the denial so we can go on the right path, or we're letting go of the denial so we can accept what is already. The changes are already happening. I don't need to go into the past. You can never bring back the past of what if I did this? Would the manifestation already be here? Would I have XYZ? If that thought process comes up for you during this Gemini full moon, vent it out, talk it out, let it go during this time with yourself, because the thing is it's already happening. Your manifestation's happening. Spirit is moving the puzzle pieces and you're not even aware of it. So why are you fixating so much on trying to get binoculars to see through the veil, when maybe you don't need to focus so much on the downloads and seeing the veil? You just need to show up. Like, I think people forget that in our journey as humans, is we just need to show up sometimes the best that we can, have compassion for ourselves. And when we can do that, then we can't deny who we are. We can't deny the changes. We can't deny the transitions, because there is nothing to deny but what is. And when we deny what is, we're now taking ourselves out of our human reality and feeling ungrounded. And that's a great sign to know that something is off. If you feel ungrounded, if you're noticing you're getting sick more around this time, if you're feeling more drained, if it's really hard for you to wake up in the morning, if any of these things are resonating with you, there's a part of denial that is playing a part during this full moon that you need to look at and let go of. So then you can accept the truth. You can accept this new reality. It's not really new, but this shift of reality, of energy in your life. We love this. We love that. The next thing you need to know for this full moon in Gemini, November 27th, 2023, 3 days before the day of and 3 days after. Man, this Gemini energy is making me just a little. She can slow down. Create a dream, not a goal. How many of you have intentions? How many of you wrote intentions for this Gemini full moon? How many of you write intentions for every new moon and full moon? Let me know. Let's be honest here. We all do, right? Now, let me tell you, this is a really deep download, because when I received it, I took a moment, I looked at my screen and I said, wait, whoa, this is a truth one. So let's take a deep breath together. You ready? Goals are things that are a set state. You either achieve a goal or you don't. The word goal means score. If you think about soccer and you see someone playing soccer, or you play soccer, you play a sport, when you hit that, I'm not even a big sport person, when you hit that ball in the net, right? That is a goal. You've hit it. It's a point. You've either made it or you didn't, right? Now think about how many things you've checked on your list if you've made it or not. You failed or you succeed. You failed or you succeed. Every time that you go between the energy of bad and good and bad and good, and you categorize the journey of life, the journey of your manifestations, the journey of you having a conscious life, you are then not seeing a lesson, because then you're most likely not going to look at the things you didn't do well or were not for you. But the thing is if we spend more time on looking at the things that aren't for us, would it be possible that we can see what is for us? So we need to balance and see both sides. And the thing is life is not a goal, but rather it is a dream. And some of us have lost that dream, that spark, that wanting, that willingness to believe in miracles, to believe in magic again, that inner child wonder. And when we are brought into a system in a world like today, which is shifting, by the way, I'm celebrating that, where there is no dream, but rather there is, you do it this way, or you do it that way, or you do it this way, or you do it that way, we then let the dream shed away. Some cultures believe that up to the age of 8 years old, you are in a dream state. You can access your dreams. And after that, it becomes more vivid. It starts to run away from ourselves because of this world. But if we were to foster that inner child wonder of dream, we would succeed more intentions and goals, because there's no pressure of the goal. We're not focusing from the goal narrative. We're focusing from the dream. So if I'm still with you here, this full moon dream, it really is a full moon dream. This full moon in Gemini is asking you that those of you who are focusing on the team, continuing to counting your blessings, those focusing on the goals, are equating their value on the result, which is an empty promise to humanity. Like my eyes water just feeling this. When I tune into this message, what it's saying is that those of you who are creating goals, checking it twice, looking and writing it down and journaling from that space where you're literally putting pressure on your soul, your inner child, all parts of you, that these goals need to pertain. You need to hit the ball in the net in order for you to value and to find yourself, to feel worthy in this human plane. And let me tell you, that is a empty humanity, empty life. You know, this is the biggest sold thing in society, is this feeling that if we do this, this, and this, we will get this. This is why when I do like the Earth Dharma program or one-on-ones with people, I say, what is your intention? Because what is the breadcrumbs? What is the dream that you want? What does it look like stepping into a healing? What does it look like stepping into a training, learning how to be a healer, how to be a space holder, how to be a channeler, how to be a light worker? When you can come from that space, the whole world is your oyster. Because now you've let go and you've surrendered into the dream. You've surrendered into the team that is counting your blessings and that is showing up for you no matter what, no matter how you show up, as long as you show up the best you can. And that is not an empty promise. That is an eternal, that is an abundant promise. And that is the issue with a lot of people having abundance blocks, is because with this full moon in Gemini is teaching us that anything that is for a goal, a specific result, will be let go. Right? And it feels like we're being denied. Going back to what I talked about, this like kind of not looking at the denial. You're denying the fact that you are focusing on the goals and not focusing on your dream, not focusing on your legacy. Your soul came here for the deepest reason, to create something, to do something, to be something that it wants to embody. And when we step in the way of putting so many things and looking at this soul and starting to grade them, we're now making them feel like the dream they came for was completely lost, when it's not, and you've never lost it. I'm giving you guys a full preach here. So are you working towards the legacy or a quick result? You got to ask yourself and be really truthful during this full moon in Gemini, 3 days before the day of and 3 days after November 27th, 2023. Are you looking for a legacy, or are you looking for a quick, just little quick, that's it? Because if you are looking for that, you'll get it, but you will feel unfulfilled again and again and again. But if you look at the dream and you keep nourishing it and you keep evolving with it, it's evolving with you. It becomes part of you. It is a lifestyle. It lights you up. Well, hello, we can do that. Now, a lot of you are going to be like, well, she got bills. You are creating that I have bills, I have this, that's the list, right? But if you were to look at the revert, at the dream, to give you the energy to create whatever that list is that spirit gives you to do, then you will be detoured on the right direction. Then you are in the right alignment, like we talked about in the first thing to know, right? So I know this is hard for a lot of us because I get it. I've been there where I remember one of the biggest examples when I had negative 15 in my account. I'm not saying this to victim worship this, but I'm just saying it as like, I'm not even going to say there was a time, because I'm not even in that frequency, because I know that version of me served me for a reason and taught me a lesson. But when there was a time where only negative $15 was in the bank account, there was a part of this being that felt like, oh man, I'm just going to go into desperation. I'm going to go into that space, right? Because I started to make the list of the goals I needed to do to feel valuable enough beyond that negative $15. That's not fair to the soul that has came here with a dream, with something big to initiate, to evolve with itself. Now, if I'm sharing this and it's lighting you up, I highly suggest you apply into the Earth Dharma program, because this is the depths. This is just a little chip, but this is the depths of what we go into, or to apply to go to the retreats. You know, if you don't want to be a space holder, you want to work on yourself first. And if you want to do both and you are currently a space holder, apply to it. Now is the time. Don't wait for the goals to be created and the goals to be set for you to step into the dream. Make the dream happen. The universe will weave with you. Trust me, it does. When you're constantly in desperation and feeling unsafe in your being, you'll do anything to detour your own self off of that dream. Gemini full moon is like, hello, stop sabotaging it. Just be here and flow with it. So Where is that in your life? Where in your life do you feel there's a quick result that you want to solve an issue as opposed to a dream and a legacy and a journey? You're running away from the journey of your legacy. I'm just going deep, guys. There's so much opened here. There's a portal we've opened here. I don't know if you can feel it, but let me know with a tornado emoji and what portal you feel. But I just see this like rainbow portal driving through across the camera. So what is it in your life that you have to look at? Let it go during this full moon. What to look at if you were really feeling this is hitting you so far in this video, this whole energy update, look for the angel number 22. 2s and 22, 222. 2s in general is a master number, and it's going to help you understand the action you need to take to go towards the energy of your dream of prosperity, your dream of abundance, your dream of living, your dream of life, your dream of coming and remembering and embodying what your dream is. Not to just be a soccer player and be the goal, but to live the lifestyle of a happy soccer player and what that looks like, right? If you don't feel like the soccer player, but you're just doing the function of it, you might as well be a robot. You're here to feel the dream. You're here to be the dream. You're here to embody the dream through all the textures that life gives you. And I know that you can, but most importantly, you need to know that you can. Okay? How are we feeling? Was a deep one, I know. Okay, next thing that you need to know about this full moon in Gemini that's happening on November 27th, 2023, 3 days before the day of and 3 days after. Just checking my time. My camera was going off, so I was like, I want to make sure and check my time. Okay, so do you believe in dreams? Do you? Now that we've talked about it, now we got to be honest with ourselves. Do we believe in miracles? Do we believe in dreams? When was that lost? Your younger self didn't lose it, but there's a time sometimes where we put it in a chest and we bury it in the depths of our being because someone or something told us otherwise. Spirit is asking you to live the dream and tune into what energy do you need to embody in your current self to meet the manifestation you are claiming right now in this moment. Think about what you're manifesting. Think of how you want your life to change. Think of what you want to shift. You're talking it. Are you embodying it? Are you just talking it and making the list? Again, this reminder of claim it, right? I can go with a truck and back up in your backyard with all of your manifestations, every single one of them. Would you open the truck or would you sit there pasting in the front, asking yourself, is this happening? Is this a dream? Oh my God, You're in your head. Accept it, receive it. You are worthy to receive it. So again, it's like spirit is coming with the truck. They have it in your back. They're ringing the doorbell. Are you answering it or are you just like thinking that it's not for you? You're rejecting yourself. You're rejecting your birthright. And for some of you, you aren't. You're like, yes, bring it in. Come in, spirit. Bring it back in. You know, I don't know about you, but that's, if you're at that, put the dollar emoji. But that's what you're calling in. You're in that energy. And then at that point, you're making sure you're letting go and you're creating space in your home to back up all the things and put them in so the movers can bring it into the home. Bring it into home, which is here, which is within you, which is the embodiment. So the word transition comes up here. Some of you have been in this transitional page and it's a split. Half of you are in transition where it's the abyss, where there's nothing that's been really showing you in the human that it's happening. And some of you are in the transition in the spirit where it's like it's happening at a fast rate and you just feel like you're running in the marathon and you're like, okay, we're just gonna run it through. But you got this. You got this because this is faster and higher that you've manifested than you've ever had before. Ooh, it's getting hot in here because I'm channeling a lot. So growing pains turn into accepting the changes in the version of yourself that you have been dreaming of. The moment you decide to drop those growing pains, both physically, energetically, emotionally, and spiritually, you are now accepting and you're not denying the new version of you that is coming to change your life. It's literally what you've prayed for, manifested for, meditated on. It's here. It's literally here. So what are you doing? Accept it. Accept it. Like literally accept it. Let go of whatever it is that is causing you to look at life as a growing pain, to look at life as a list, to look at life as like tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, and go into something deeper. I was not expecting this to be so deep. Okay, last thing to know before we pull some cards. For this full moon in Gemini that's happening November 20, 7th, 2023, 3 days before the day of, and 3 days after. You will get downloads and messages that are confirming your co-creation with the unseen of your manifestation. This ticket is to the super speed train to your next destination of success, relationships, and future self. So think of yourself in this like time, in this galaxy, where this super train, there's this movie, I think it's like The Train of Christmas or something like that. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. I remember there was a book on it, but there's also a movie. It's animated and it's snowy and it's a winter wonderland, and this kid goes on the train and they get a ticket. So I feel it's that energy, it's that childlike wonder of like your guides are like giving you a ticket to this super fast speed train, and it's first class, and you are just fully devouring this amazingness of the unseen and the seen weaving here, and they're bringing you to your destination. Now there might be some detours along the way, but you're getting there regardless because you bought the ticket, you claimed it, you asked for it. 11/11 portal, the eclipse initiation, this whole year that you've been going through, like you've called that in. So there's no way that you're not going to receive that. Hello, you got to receive it. So get on the train and start enjoying the ride. Start enjoying the legacy that you created. Start living for your legacy. Start living for your dream, not start living for the pressures and stresses of it. Because let me tell you, when your dream happens, which I can tell you out of experience of being in my dream, it doesn't go away. Like there's no way that it goes away. You will still have the experiences you have. There will still be things that happen. You just get easier at managing it because you don't allow it to be the main focus of living your life and your happiness. You don't allow it to strip you away from being happy and permission to be happy. So the thing is if you can't handle this now, it's going to be very difficult for you to manage it then. So Spirit's telling you, hey, live it now. Don't wait till all the things in the checklist, because that's backwards. And we're living in the dream energy first and then learning how to embody the dream and cut out what doesn't serve us of that dream energy. People, things, habits, mind, thought process, belief systems. We're letting that go, and that's shedding and streaming through talking, through expressing that to ourself, our inner child, our shadow self, our higher self, and to people who are close to us, our community. And when we can do that, we can embody something deeper than anything, right? And you can hold it. For those of you questioning if you can hold it, you 100% can. Because why would it come into your space and your energy field if you couldn't? Just saying. Okay, let's get into the angel number meaning of this day, okay? So it's the 11th month, so which 1 + 1 is 2. We're doing math. And then it's also 2/7, so 27, right? And then we also have 2023. So 2 + 2, 4, plus a 3. We have 7, so +7. So we're at 18, 9. So number 18, 9, and 2. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Like I said before in the angel numbers. You need to look at that. What does it mean for the frequency of 18 of this day? So 1 and 8, new beginnings of abundance, new beginnings of manifesting, new beginnings of you living the dream that you are defining. And when you add 1 and 8, it equals 9. So there's an ending of letting go. So then you can have permission for the dream to birth itself and be seeded, because you've already got a head start from the 11/11 portal and the Scorpio new moon. And now it's like, woo, we are here. We're bringing it all in. We're manifesting it. Sorry, I'm talking and my neighbor's like right there. Okay. Anyways, but so they're like right out the window, but it's all good. You know, we're still embodying, but we're just like looking at me like I was on my camera. It's all good. We're still embodying the dream. So 1 and 8, which is the abundance of new beginnings of a new life. So you're birthing into a new life. You're now letting go. 2024 starts. That's why I kept saying 2024 throughout this whole video. 2024 starts here, starts now. It honestly starts the last 3 months of the year. So whatever your life path number, if you haven't checked out that video, go check it out. I talked about the life path number This is gonna, you blow up your mind, and you're gonna get all these predictions to understand what next year has in store for you, but then also tuning into what you are noticing is in store for you through what is asked for you to let go. And it doesn't make sense now, but it will make sense on November 27th, 2024. Trust me. So just do it. Just do it. Okay, let's get into the cards. I'm feeling really called, guys, to do the Earth Warrior, because we're warriors and we're here. And let's do the Light Oracle. I know the Light Oracle is a big one, but I'm just feeling it. I'm feeling those cards. So let's do it. Let's do it up. By the way, let me know what's hitting for you guys so far in this video. Like what are you like? Yeah, I'm feeling it. Shika, this is resonating. Okay, let's see what cards we have for this Gemini full moon. One card already flooped out. Kin of the Red-Tailed Hawk. This is potent. I'm going to show you the cards and we'll go into it. Feel the energy of this. What's being initiated? As you feel this, the hawk medicine, buffalo medicine, what are you feeling? Okay. Then we have Abuela medicine, Medicina, Aya, hello. Those of you feeling called to email me because there's a retreat that's happening in February. Okay. Remedy of the grandmother. Okay. So let's read these cards. I love this. We have 2-3, which is 5. We have 3-9, which is 12. So these numbers are coming up. 39 is coming up as well here. 9 again, this number, this ending of it and the transition and finally getting some answers from Spirit. We love that. So a divine message is here for you now. So be open for the signs of the universe. You are more spiritually mature than you realize. Your ability to share wisdom and honesty with people. If you're still searching for a soul tribe, trust yourself. You will recognize instinctively when you meet them. Again, this is why the Gemini is like, you're speaking. So you might be speaking to people you just met, or speaking to people that you've known for a while, or speaking to people that are your soul tribe, right? So right now it's like those people are attracting these spiritually mature relationships, and you have to speak your truth and compassion from now on. There is no way of you biting your tongue. There's no way of you suppressing your voice. There's no way of suppressing any of that, because we don't have time for that. So it's realizing that now you're taking action and you're really going into this new light of spiritual light, and you're following the path that Spirit has had for you, lit for you for quite a while, and finally you're in a space to receive it. The truck is backing up, you're finally receiving what's here. So, sorry, the lighting changed, but it kind of looks nice. You are on a healing journey. Put your trust in the genius of Spirit and the medicine of the earth through the divine healing and express itself. Let me just tell you guys, Spirit never stops testing you. Okay? So we're constantly in the healing journey. We're constantly with Spirit. That will never change. So stop trying to wait till you're done the life, done the lifing, done the healing, done the healing, as my Earth Dharma students would say. Like, stop doing that. Start focusing on really tuning into the medicine of what is here for you to express, the truth that you're here to express, as you allow your spiritual connection to guide your earthly steps and synchronizing the harmonization of the divine. So how can you harmonize? Again, letting the denial shed with this full moon, moving into the truth of the healing journey that you have received, this profound you, and understanding that your soul healing gifts are meant to fully participate in exploration and healing that interest of you. If you know you're meant to be a space holder, if you know you're meant to do the work and help community, what are you doing waiting? What are you doing making the list? Step into the dream. And again, apply to the Earth Dharma. You got 3 more days after you see this on the 27th. You have basically the time of this full moon in Gemini to decide, and then it's with or without you. What are you gonna do? Okay. So you're meant to understand how it is for the healer, for you as a healer in a unique way. And it's really understanding that this is a part of your life journey right now. Your life journey is going to impact you beyond anything you know. So why deny it? Why deny it? So again, the grandmother medicine is really a card that comes for healers, for medicine beings, for people who are ready to step into that. And if you are that, it's asking you that the dream of you, what you're wanting to dream and help this collective, then now is the time. Now is the time to shift. And this moon can support you on that. So I think I'll leave it there because I've chatted, I downloaded a lot. I thought I would pull out more cards. I was ready to pull out the Light Worker Oracle, but to be honest, I feel like this is a beautiful space to leave you at in this channel message. I love videos like this because it's just divine channeling and it supports you in hopefully the best way it can. And let me know down below what's hitting for you, what's resonating for you, what's coming up, what do you feel when you're tuning into this energy. And don't forget to like, subscribe, put notification bells, share with a friend. It helps the channel, but it also helps us more get this message around. Most importantly, you know, it's about helping the collective and more people to understand how to move into their dream. So give them that permission. I'm going to be posting a meditation energy healing for you guys as I usually do for this Gemini full moon. So make sure you subscribe and follow for that, have notifications for that. And lastly is the Earth Dharma space holding training. It's still open. Only a few days, 3 days after this 27th of November. And the last chance for you to really step into a time and a shift that's going to change your life. I want to leave at the end of this video a couple words from the students who went through the initiation and what they have to say. Maybe one of them I'll post here.
Hello. So I just wanted to share my experience about Earth Dharma and some of the challenges that I faced, but also some of the wins and things that I overcame. So I would just say from a logistical point of view, you really have to stay committed and manage your time. There's going to be other priorities that come in the way, but just committing to managing your effort and committing what you put in is what you'll get out. And you'll really see that when you meet up in person and you're faced with those tests that you're working through that reflect those challenges you're having with your friends or with yourself or in your community. Those will come up, and it's really interesting to work with different medicines and with a safe space to really overcome those challenges. And yeah, I say a big win for me is I found my voice, I ignited my fire, and we're working with the elements here to really ignite ourselves. And I'm just so grateful to have found what's always been wanting to come out and speak. So I'm forever grateful, and I'm excited to continue to speak up and share my voice and work with earth, justice, and love for our communities. So thank you, Shika.
And if you feel called, go down below, apply, starting with the meditation. You'll be sent an email for the application form, and then we will chat and see if it aligns. There's only a few spots available for this program, and this is me recording it ahead, so check in and see. And lastly, retreats, medicine retreats. We have the Aya retreat that's happening, co-collaborating with the beautiful Colleen, and it's happening on the 1st to the 11th of February in Costa Rica, where it's the Heaven and Earth retreat, sitting with 4 ceremonies with Aya. We'll be sitting with Kambo, breathwork, yoga, and deep somatic healing, and so much more. So if that's something of your interest, you can email me to book. There's only a few spots left, very few left. And then there's 2 other retreats, both in Portugal in this beautiful portal space. And it's the Ancestral Retreat and the Goddess Retreat. So if you're interested in that, you can apply down below. And all other offerings, make sure you add yourself to the email list, and I'll see you guys really soon. Have a beautiful Gemini full moon. See you soon. Bye.